When did manicures go from $10 to $20? All right. During the pandemic, I swear I was getting them for like $10 a pop. You're forgetting about inflation. You're forgetting about inflation. Suck my dick, nigga. Inflation has not affected us that much since the last 5 years, okay? You're telling me that money has devalued by 50% since the pandemic the last 5 years? That's ludicrous. I respect people that do nails and give pedicures and manicures. You know, the work can get very laborious. So I'm all for them charging more money, but I would have thought they would have raised that shit by maybe like $5 or something. Huh? $15? That's not bad. $20? Buddy, I will just bite these shits myself. GTA 6 never coming out. That shit making me smile. That shit is never coming out. I know there's someone out there praying to the gods every day to get Rockstar to release it at a reasonable date. Get off your knees, nigga. Get off your knees. That shit is futile. Them niggas gonna keep teasing it till you're in your 90s. Alongside GTA 6 being such a success and still continuing to make the money, you've also hyped the game up to this kind of impossible sort of satisfactory degree that they have to keep refining and perfecting the game. That shit gonna drop and have the same reception that Cyberpunk did when it first dropped. Shit's gonna be buggy as fuck. There's gonna be cops shooting and killing you through brick buildings. You're gonna be done with like 60% of the story and the save file is just gonna end up corrupting. But why am I so happy that it keeps getting delayed? Oh, it's simple actually. It's because my computer probably can't run GTA 6. I just know that it won't be able to. That shit can barely run the final, so I know that shit gonna sound like a nuclear reactor the moment I even open up Steam to buy the game. Actually, I probably could run GTA 6 for 6 minutes. After that, the amount of heat and energy getting used up will cook the inside components of my desktop to a crisp. So I say fuck you guys, okay? I hope that shit never comes out. The Doechii hate, I feel like it peaked when she made the anxiety song. I can see that when the song comes on, you know, someone that's used to the regular Somebody That I Used to Know song might think they're about to listen to the original song, and then that nostalgia starts flooding their brain, and then when the actual song starts, they're like, who the fuck is this? People that dislike Doechii for the anxiety song, I feel are like the same types of people that enjoy Post Malone or Jack Harlow. These artists are like the embodiment of Wiggas remixing black culture. Not too sure about Post Malone now. I think he's doing like country pop music now or some shit. I forget. But back when he did, he was on some Wigga shit. People love that though. They love that. Then Doechii, right? She tries to do a black woman's take on a white guy's song. All hell breaks loose. First of all right, this is what they're thinking. First of all, you're black, okay? Secondly, you're a woman, okay? How dare you ruin this for me? You're ruining it. You've ruined my whole life. That's what niggas are thinking. How dare a black woman enjoy our culture? Only black men are allowed to do that. How come girls want to see it when it's soft, huh? I'm a grower, not a shower, and my biggest fear is a girl I like seeing my dick soft before she sees it hard. When that nigga is soft, he look like he on some Winnie Hut Juniors type shit. My dick soft versus my dick hard is like the whole coughing baby versus hydrogen bomb meme. I want to see it soft. Nah, girl, nah. You gonna have to wait till that nigga transform villain Decepticon. My mom and my sister be on my ass about putting gas in my car. Like, not just putting the gas in, but more of like not letting it drop below a certain level. You're gonna damage your engine if you keep riding on low fuel. Yeah, right. And who told you that, huh? Who told you that? Take a good minute to question everything you know. From what source did you get that information from? And what source did they get that information from? For all we know, that whole it's gonna damage your engine, that bullshit, it could just be some sort of fossil fuels propaganda. right? You know, some fossil fuels propaganda to sell more fuel. I'm riding that car till the last drop. I'm riding that car till I gotta get out and push that motherfucker to the next gas station. I heavily dislike parents that try so hard to push their own ideologies and career ambitions on their children. You gotta realize that your child is not you. What you think as a parent is that, oh, they're one half of you, right? They're one half of you and the person that you made them with. Well, technically, yes, but children, sometimes they come out looking nothing like the parents. Nothing like you, or, you know, having more genetic expression and habits of their grandparents than their direct parents. You're just another vessel for life to come through, okay? Don't think you're that important. You're not that important, buddy. You're part of the mix, but you aren't as much of it as you think you are. It ain't all about you, the parent. Putting your child's interest before yours is how you build a healthy ego. I'm not saying to be a pushover, but putting actual effort into nurturing their sense of self instead of exerting your authority over them is much more beneficial to you and your future descendants. Break those generational curses. Break them. I grew up in schools where niggas were wearing their curses like a whole jacket. You could just see that shit all over their body. You know, sometimes black niggas be joking about white families, about how soft they are to their children in terms of discipline. The only reason you think the way you do is because your ancestors were enslaved. You still thinking like a slave, my nigga. Wake up. Your great, there's probably some more greats in there, grandfather was taught at an early age the person with authority over you is supposed to correct you in like this physical way. Pass that down to his offspring. They pass it down to their offspring, and so forth and so on until it reached to you. Now, you think talking to your child instead of beating the living daylights out of them for upsetting you is ineffective because you're so used to being treated like a slave. I also like to add that this isn't only a black thing. There are people that aren't black that go through the same thing. It's just that it's so much more prevalent with black families because of the culture that they've been, you know, born into. I remember saying something like this on Twitter, and I got a lot of comments of people saying, spanking your child is discipline. It is not abuse. I wasn't only referring to spanking, by the way. This isn't what this segment is all about. It's not just about spanking. I was referring more of just general exertions of your ego over your children. But yeah, let's talk about spanking, though. Let's talk about spanking. Let's talk about the inability to just type into the Google search box or an AI search box and just ask it, is physical punishment effective? Tell me the results you got in the comments. Oh wait, actually don't. I've already searched that up. I've already done the research myself and know the answers. But keep those generational curses, dog, okay? Keep going. Your enslavers would be proud. No offense to my niggas with an average dick size. No offense, okay? But when I'm watching porn, I need that nigga's dick to be big. I need to know that woman in the adult video is getting punished for being so sexually attractive. I need her to be shown the consequences for her thickness. Oh, that's gay, bro. You're focusing on the guy's dick instead of the woman? Nigga, I don't care if it's gay or not. I need that woman feeling both pleasure and a healthy amount of pain. Especially if it's some thick, dark African girl with the signature African booty structure. Some of these women shaped so beautifully, I'm like, yeah, I need a nigga to Hulk smash her shit. Make sure she can't walk anymore after you're done with her. I want her to be both enjoying and regretting the decision to have sex with the person that she's performing with. Now, sometimes it can be a bit much. Like, some dudes be at like 13 inches or something. I'm like, nah, this isn't even hot anymore. This is just torture. Humble brag incoming, okay? Humble brag incoming. I've done some stuff with some women before, and only a percentage of them actually like it when your homeboy is like kissing their cervix, especially if it's like a couple days before or on their period. It gets really sensitive for them. Some of them love it. Some of them fucking hate it. That's why promiscuity, right? I know a lot of guys don't like women having a lot of sexual history, but it's somewhat of a necessary evil. Finding someone that matches your anatomy is important. You don't want to find a girl that you're only emotionally attracted to, but end up not being able to hit her with the full strokes. And to my niggas that are average size, you're probably in a better circumstance than niggas with elephant trunks, all right? For what you lack in size, you can always make up for it in performance. Gyrate them hips, buddy. All right, gyrate them. The videos you watching where the guy's just going in and out, no real motion going on, that shit is not hot regardless if you're a big guy or not. Why is management always so shit? Huh? No matter what job it is, it's like management is required to be run by the most incompetent niggas ever. Maybe I'm putting too much responsibility on management. Maybe the companies I've worked for, the CEO and the higher ups were the problem. Only one job where I worked for had management that was fucking amazing, and that's only because there were like only 4 people actually working at that job. That's right. You want to move up in the world, huh? You want to move up in the world? You got to be a shit person. Just think about the past presidents we've had. We had Obama, okay? The drone strike god. The drone strike god. Then we got, we got Trump, right? The Epstein connoisseur out here running the country. I don't ever want to be part of management, okay? I don't want to manage shit. I will be down here with the hillbillies smoking weed and sipping on some moonshine. If management is what turns people into dog shit human beings, then I have only one favor to ask, okay? Don't ever put me in charge of shit.